What if I told you that some of the very fruits you have been eating every single morning, believing with absolute certainty that you were fueling your body with healthy, clean, natural vitamins, might actually be triggering severe, hidden blood sugar spikes, accelerating arterial stiffness, overloading your liver with concentrated fructose, and directly driving up painful systemic inflammation throughout your joints? What if the true, clinically proven medical reality behind fruit nutrition past age 60 is that not all natural fruits are created equal, and that choosing the wrong fruits can silently trap your metabolic engine in a continuous state of glucose roller coasters, chronic exhaustion, and rapid cellular aging? For millions of older adults over the age of 60 and 70, making healthy nutritional choices is one of the most important priorities of daily life. You are taught from early childhood that fruit is a pure, unrestricted health food that can be consumed in unlimited quantities at any time of day. So every morning you dutifully blend massive tropical fruit smoothies, enjoy large bowls of dried fruits with your oatmeal, or snack on sweet, overripe fruits, believing you are taking proactive command of your longevity. Yet, despite your best intentions, you often find yourself dealing with frustrating health struggles. You notice an unexpected, stubborn weight gain localized around your midsection that refuses to budge. You experience sudden, overwhelming afternoon energy crashes that leave you feeling utterly exhausted by 2 p.m. Your routine lab results show elevated fasting blood sugar, rising triglyceride levels, or early markers of a fatty liver, leaving you feeling deeply confused, anxious, and frustrated because you thought you were doing everything right. Your immediate instinct is to blame your aging genetics, or assume that slowing down is just an inevitable consequence of life. But as a physician specializing in restorative medicine, clinical longevity, and metabolic senior care, I am standing here today to completely challenge that passive narrative with absolute, unassailable medical evidence. Fruit is indeed a miraculous source of bioavailable vitamins, essential fiber, and powerful antioxidants. But past age 60, your body processes natural sugars through an entirely different biological filter. As we age, our pancreatic insulin sensitivity naturally declines, our muscle mass decreases, and our liver's capacity to process high loads of liquid fructose slows down significantly. When you consume high-glycemic, low-fiber fruits, that natural fructose is absorbed rapidly into your portal vein, hitting your liver like a sudden metabolic tidal wave. This process forces your liver to convert the excess sugar directly into visceral fat and triglycerides, triggering systemic vascular inflammation and driving up blood pressure. True longevity past 60 requires understanding the critical difference between fruits that overload your metabolic grid and fruits that actively protect your health. Today, in this comprehensive, unified medical masterclass, we are going to tear down the nutritional myths surrounding fruit. We are going to isolate the exact 3 worst fruits seniors should limit or completely avoid, uncover the 3 powerful, nutrient-dense fruits you should eat instead, examine the underlying metabolic mechanics of fructose absorption, and put a doctor-approved lifestyle protocol into immediate action. I am going to reveal how your body's cellular sodium-potassium pumps regulate tissue health, detail a 5-move physical alignment protocol to maintain vitality right from home, and expose the exact organic plant compounds you need to introduce to nourish your system naturally. Before we uncover the profound medical realities of these 6 fruits every senior must know, if you want to shield your physical independence, protect your blood sugar, and secure your long-term longevity, please click that subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another senior health masterclass here on the Dr. Robert channel. To understand why certain fruits become metabolically hazardous past age 60, we must first analyze the exact trajectory of fructose overload that takes place under the surface of an aging frame. If you are completely ready to protect your blood vessels from sugar spikes, optimize your daily energy, and lock in absolute longevity with me today, please type 1 in the comments section right now. If not, drop a 0 so I can learn exactly how to optimize these deep clinical masterclasses for your specific physical goals. Let's look past the colorful skin of the fruit and examine the raw biochemistry of fructose absorption. When you eat any sweet fruit, your body ingests two primary types of simple sugars, glucose and fructose. Glucose enters your bloodstream directly, triggering your pancreas to release insulin so your muscle cells can absorb the sugar for immediate physical energy. However, fructose follows an entirely different physiological path. It bypasses your general bloodstream and travels directly to your liver for processing. In a youthful body with high physical activity and abundant muscle mass, the liver easily processes moderate amounts of fructose, converting it into stored glycogen for exercise fuel. But as we step past age 60, modern lifestyle patterns place our liver into what advanced gastroenterology calls the fructose overload trap. When you consume fruits that are exceptionally high in sugar and stripped of natural structural fiber, such as dried fruits, canned fruits in syrup, or high-glycemic tropical fruits, that massive surge of fructose completely saturates your liver's processing capacity. This cellular saturation forces your liver to initiate a process called de novo lipogenesis, literally, the creation of new fat straight from sugar. Your liver packs this excess fat into very low-density lipoproteins, VLDL, flooding your bloodstream with harmful triglycerides that settle directly into your liver tissue, creating non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and coating the inner elastic walls of your arteries. At the exact same time, a parallel chemical disaster is taking place inside your vascular grid due to advanced glycation end products, AGEs. When rapid glucose spikes occur after eating high-sugar fruits, glucose molecules bind permanently to the flexible collagen and elastin fibers lining your blood vessels and joint cartilage. Think of it exactly like pouring hot, sticky caramel syrup down into the delicate gears of a luxury clock. The caramel cools, hardens into a rigid crust, and completely paralyzes your vessel's ability to produce nitric oxide, the master gas required to relax your arteries. Your blood vessels stay narrow, stiff, and heavily prone to driving up baseline blood pressure. Consuming high-sugar fruits that trigger these rapid glucose spikes and liver saturation is a profound biological mismatch for senior health. To truly protect your blood vessels, liver, and brain after 60, we must make intelligent, deliberate swaps. We must replace high-glycemic, low-fiber fruits with nutrient-dense, low-sugar fruits that deliver powerful antioxidants, protect our cellular sodium-potassium pumps, and maintain smooth, stable blood sugar all day long. Now, let us systematically break down the 3 worst fruits seniors should avoid or severely limit. Fruit 1. Dried fruits. Raisins, dried dates, dried cranberries, and dried figs. While fresh fruits contain natural water that fills your stomach and slows down digestion, the dehydration process strips away 100% of that water volume, leaving behind an intensely concentrated, ultra-dense sugar bomb. When you eat a small handful of raisins or dried dates, you are consuming the sugar equivalent of 4 or 5 whole fruits in less than 60 seconds. Because the water is gone, this massive concentrated fructose load hits your stomach and liver almost instantly, triggering a sharp, dangerous blood sugar spike that rivals a can of sugary soda. Furthermore, commercial dried fruits are frequently treated with sulfur dioxide preservatives that can trigger respiratory distress and gut inflammation in sensitive seniors. Fruit 2. Canned fruits packaged in heavy or light syrup and commercial fruit juices. Canning fruit in sugary syrup completely destroys the delicate structure of natural fruit fiber while drowning the fruit in high fructose corn syrup or added cane sugar. When you consume canned peaches, pears, or fruit cocktails in syrup, you are consuming a double dose of sugar with zero intact cellular fiber to slow its absorption. The exact same metabolic disaster occurs when you drink commercial fruit juices, including 100% pure orange or apple juice. Juicing strips away the beneficial pulp and insoluble fiber, leaving behind a glass of pure liquid fructose that rushes into your liver within minutes, driving up liver fat, spiking insulin, and triggering rapid systemic vascular stiffness. Fruit 3. Overripe, spotty bananas and high-glycemic tropical fruits in excess, mangoes, pineapple, and papaya. As a banana ripens and its yellow skin develops dark brown spots, its internal complex starches naturally break down and convert entirely into simple, fast-acting free sugars, predominantly glucose and fructose. While a slightly green banana contains beneficial resistant starch that feeds your gut microbiome, an overripe, spotty banana delivers a massive, high-glycemic sugar spike that can send your blood glucose soaring above healthy levels. Similarly, large portions of sweet tropical fruits like mangoes and pineapples contain exceptionally high sugar loads per serving, with relatively low soluble fiber, making them a frequent hidden cause of unexplained morning blood sugar spikes in seniors over 60. Now let us systematically break down the 3 best fruits seniors should eat daily instead. Alternative fruit 1. Dark organic berries, wild blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Dark berries are the undisputed royalty of senior health and vascular longevity. Blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries are exceptionally low in natural sugar and packed with immense concentrations of soluble pectins and insoluble structural fiber that slow down digestion to a smooth, steady crawl. Even more importantly, their deep blue and purple pigments are created by massive doses of anthocyanins, potent antioxidant compounds that actively cross the blood-brain barrier to protect your brain cells from cognitive decline. Anthocyanins stimulate your blood vessels to produce pure nitric oxide, softening rigid arterial walls, lowering systolic blood pressure, and keeping your mind sharp and clear. Enjoy 1 cup of fresh or frozen dark berries every single day. Alternative fruit 2. Fresh organic avocados. While many people treat the avocado as a vegetable, it is botanically a single-seeded berry and one of the most powerful superfoods on Earth for seniors. Unlike traditional sweet fruits, avocados contain almost 0 simple sugars. Instead, they are packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated oleic fatty acids, rich plant sterols, and a massive dose of bioavailable organic potassium. Potassium is the biological master key required to power your cellular sodium-potassium pumps, pulling excess water out of swollen ankle tissues and flushing sodium out through your kidneys. Furthermore, the healthy fats in avocados slow down gastric emptying, keeping your blood sugar perfectly flat while providing long-lasting physical energy. Enjoy half a fresh avocado daily. Alternative fruit 3. Crisp green apples, Granny Smith. Green apples, particularly the Granny Smith variety, are exceptionally low on the glycemic index compared to sweet red apple varieties. They are loaded with a unique soluble fiber known as pectin, along with a powerful flavonoid antioxidant called quercetin. Pectin acts like a natural biological broom in your digestive tract, binding to excess dietary cholesterol and heavy metals and carrying them safely out of your body before they can be absorbed into your bloodstream. Quercetin acts directly on your vascular endothelium, reducing systemic arterial inflammation, preventing dangerous blood clot formation, and stabilizing your blood pressure. Enjoy 1 crisp green apple sliced with its skin completely intact every afternoon. We have exposed the structural and metabolic hazards of high-sugar fruits. Now it is time to shift our focus from passive nutritional awareness to active physical preservation right here in the room. Instead of allowing rapid blood sugar spikes to sit stagnant inside your bloodstream, you must activate your lower limb muscle engines to immediately absorb circulating glucose without requiring massive insulin spikes. Today, I am going to reveal our highly strategic, low-impact, 5-move at-home mechanical realignment protocol. These targeted movements are specifically engineered to bypass joint strain entirely, activate the massive muscular hydraulic pumps embedded deep within your lower limbs, and safely decompress systemic vascular pressure. All you need is a firm kitchen chair, a clear wall, and less than 10 minutes of daily attention. Let us break down these 5 corrective movements with absolute clinical precision. Movement 1. The seated, soleus hydraulic second heart pump. This is our primary weapon to eliminate lower leg fluid stagnation, burn circulating blood sugar, and instantly activate the deepest circulatory engine in your lower limbs. The soleus muscle, located deep beneath your main calf muscle, contains a massive web of dense venous reservoirs that modern cardiology refers to as the second heart of the human body. Research shows the soleus muscle can burn circulating blood glucose for hours without tiring or triggering systemic fatigue. Sit completely tall right at the front edge of your firm kitchen chair. Do not lean your spine back against the comfortable cushioning. Hold your head high, roll your shoulders back, and pull your shoulder blades together to align your posture. Place your feet flat on the floor directly beneath your knees, keeping them perfectly hip-width apart and pointing straight ahead. Keeping the balls of your feet and all 10 of your toes completely glued flat to the ground. Slowly and intentionally drive down through your midfoot to elevate both of your heels high into the air. Raise them up until you feel a deep, tight contraction, locking along the lower half of your calves. Hold this peak contraction for 2 full seconds. Now lower your heels back down over a 2-second count, touching the floor silently. The exact split second your heels touch, immediately peel your toes and the front of your feet up toward your shins, as high as humanly possible, locking the muscles along the front of your shins, the tibialis anterior. Hold for 2 seconds. Alternate back and forth continuously for 90 full seconds. Heels up, toes up. As you pump, imagine your calf acting like a mechanical sponge, forcefully wringing out stagnant blood and pushing it straight past your venous valves back up to your chest. Repeat for 3 total rounds daily. Movement 2, the countertop bamboo, Achilles tensor. This movement targets the thick, rigid tendons running down the back of your lower ankle, which act like a physical constriction band that bottlenecks blood flow returning from your feet, driving up systemic arterial resistance. Stand completely tall and proud facing your kitchen counter, a solid table, or a flat wall. Place both of your hands flat on the surface at chest level to serve as your absolute balance security button. Step your right foot backward about 18 to 24 inches, keeping your left foot forward. Keeping your rear right heel completely glued flat into the floor and your right leg perfectly straight, slowly bend your front left knee and shift your entire torso forward toward the counter. Move forward until you feel a deep, intense, warm, lengthening stretch, stretching all the way down your right Achilles tendon and upper calf. Once you reach that point of deep stretch, do not bounce. Hold the position in absolute stillness. Take a deep, 4-second breath in through your nose, expanding your stomach, and as you slowly exhale through pursed lips for 6 seconds, consciously imagine your tight ankle arteries softening and opening up. Hold for 30 continuous seconds per leg. Complete 2 rounds per side. Unlocking this ankle bottleneck instantly lowers the hydrostatic back pressure inside your arterial grid. Movement 3, the seated femoral highway unkinker. This movement is specifically designed to address the mechanical kinking that occurs inside your hip creases from spending long hours sitting in soft recliners, which completely shuts down blood velocity through your massive femoral lines and traps fluid away from your central circulation. Return to your tall, seated position at the front edge of your firm chair. Grip the metal or wooden side frames of the seat tightly with both hands to stabilize your pelvis. Keeping your posture long and your chest proud, slowly elevate your right knee upward toward the ceiling, about 4 to 6 inches clean off the ground, exactly like performing a slow-motion march. At the absolute peak of this movement, flex your foot by pulling your toes back toward your shin and hold your legs suspended in mid-air for 2 full seconds. Do not let your foot drop or slap back down unguided. Lower it down with immense control over a 3-second count, placing the sole flat on the floor like you are stepping onto thin ice. Immediately alternate to your left leg. Execute 10 slow, calculated marches per leg for 2 full sets. This rhythmic compression forces the massive, deep lymphatic and venous collection hubs inside your groin to pop open, clearing the fluid logjam. Movement 4, the lateral wall-supported pelvic brace. This exercise activates your outer hip stabilizers, specifically the gluteus medius, which control the alignment of your pelvis and prevent your body from swaying side to side. a primary trigger that causes your heart and nervous system to work overtime to stabilize your center of mass. Stand tall sideways next to a flat wall or your kitchen counter. Place your inside hand firmly onto the surface for absolute balance protection. Stand with your feet pointing straight forward, touching each other. Keeping your torso perfectly upright without tilting your shoulders. Slowly sweep your outside leg out sideways to the side about 12 inches. Keep your toes pointing straight ahead. Do not let your foot twist outward. Hold this lateral suspension for 1 full second at the peak, feeling the muscles on the side of your hip firing tightly. Slowly bring the leg back inward over a 2-second count until your feet touch. Complete 12 controlled lateral sweeps on one side, then turn around to train the opposite leg. Perform 2 sets. Activating these lateral guards gives your body a rock-solid, stable foundation, drastically reducing the hidden sympathetic nervous stress that drives up baseline heart rate and blood pressure. Movement 5. The seated carotid carina deep diaphragmatic release. This final movement does not target your leg muscles. Instead, it directly targets your autonomic nervous system. It stimulates the specialized neurological pressure sensors located inside your neck arteries, known as baroreceptors, commanding your brain to instantly dial down its emergency adrenaline output. Sit completely relaxed but tall in your chair. Rest your hands flat on your lap with your palms facing upward. Close your eyes down completely. Rest the tip of your tongue gently against the roof of your mouth right behind your front teeth. Slowly inhale a deep breath in through your nose over a quiet 4-second count. Do not lift your shoulders or puff out your chest. Instead, drive the air deep down into your belly, forcing your abdomen to expand outward like a balloon. Hold that deep volume of air in your lungs for a brief 2-second pause. Now, open your lips slightly and slowly exhale that breath out through your mouth like you are blowing through a tiny straw. Extend this exhale over a slow, continuous 7-second count. As you empty your lungs, feel your shoulders drop and your entire nervous system down-regulate. Complete 8 continuous, rhythmic breaths. Extending your exhale longer than your inhale activates your vagus nerve, sending an immediate chemical message down your spine to slow your heart rate, decrease systemic vascular resistance, and dilate your arteries. Our physical foundation is now completely secure, and our pathways are mechanically unkinked. Now, we must turn our attention to the biochemical matrix that works alongside our physical movements. To achieve long-lasting health restoration and support stable blood sugar after age 60, you must complement your physical exercises with targeted nutritional activation. We need to introduce highly specific, nutrient-dense plant structures that function as direct cellular keys to balance your internal hydraulics, nourish your organs, and protect your home safety. Every single cell inside your body contains millions of tiny, built-in structural engines known as the sodium-potassium pump. Think of this pump exactly like a highly calibrated, two-sided swinging security door regulating your internal fluid pressure. When hidden industrial sodium accumulates from modern processed foods, it acts like a powerful biological sponge, drawing and holding immense volumes of water into the spaces surrounding your tissues, waterlogging your capillary beds, and driving up back pressure against your kidneys and heart. To reverse this fluid leak, your body desperately requires bioavailable organic potassium and specific vasodilating plant compounds. Potassium is the biological master key that swings the cell door open, pulling water back inside the cell where it belongs, and sending a direct chemical signal to your kidneys to flush the excess, stagnant fluid out into your urine. Vegetable Code 1. Mustard greens, glycine, and the glucosinolate renal reset. Mustard greens contain an elite concentration of glucosinolates and bioavailable organic potassium, combined with a massive dose of vitamin K. The unique glucosinolates and sulfur compounds that give mustard greens their sharp, slightly bitter taste act directly as a natural, non-chemical stimulant for your liver and kidney filtration pathways. It actively prompts your renal system to clear excess extracellular sodium reservoirs, forcing trapped ankle fluid back into your main circulatory highways without the need for harsh pharmaceutical diuretics. Integrate 1 cup of gently steamed or blanched mustard greens into your diet 3 times a week. Vegetable Code 2, crisp organic celery, and the Thalide Muscle Reset. Celery stores an exceptionally rare, highly active organic chemical compound known as thalides. The specialized thalides inside celery act directly on the smooth muscle tissue lining the middle layer of your artery walls. Thalides work by gently blocking the influx of calcium into the muscle cells, which prevents them from cramping and constricting. This action forces your tense, narrow blood vessels to smoothly widen and relax. Aim to consume 2 to 3 raw, organic celery stalks every single morning. Vegetable Code 3, the organic crimson beet and the deep hydrostatic flush. The deep red beet is a legendary vascular therapy asset, packed with an incredibly high concentration of inorganic dietary nitrates. The exact moment you digest beets, your body converts these nitrates into pure nitric oxide, NO, the master key that commands the smooth muscles around your leg veins to open and relax. This removes the mechanical vascular roadblock, allowing stagnant blood to travel back up your body effortlessly and nourishing your organ tissue. Enjoy half a cup of roasted or gently steamed beets with your evening meal. Furthermore, we must bridge the gap between nutrition and your actual 24-hour daily living environment. Longevity and perfect health stability are quietly constructed out of safe, repeatable daily lifestyle defenses. To eliminate the high risk of a sudden morning pressure spike or orthostatic fall when stepping out of bed, you must implement the 5-second transition rule the very moment your eyes open. Step 1. The lateral awakening. When you first wake up, do not immediately sit up. Remain flat on your mattress, roll gently onto your left side, and take 3 deep, slow abdominal breaths to allow your baseline heart rate to stabilize. Step 2. The seated equalizer. Slowly push your upper body up and sit completely upright on the absolute edge of your bed frame, allowing your feet to hang down flat toward the floor. Count to 5 slowly in your mind. This 5-second pause gives the specialized pressure sensors inside your neck arteries the exact time window they need to adjust your blood vessel tension against the downward pull of gravity, completely preventing sudden dizziness, blurry vision, and morning falls. Step 3. The priming pump. While sitting on the edge of the bed during those 5 seconds, perform 10 quick, rhythmic ankle pumps, peeling your heels up and your toes up. This immediately fires your second heart calf engine, driving fresh blood straight back up to your skull before you stand up. While implementing these powerful natural habits and making smart fruit choices will drastically improve your quality of life, true medical wisdom requires you to maintain an absolute baseline of diagnostic awareness. You must completely memorize these non-negotiable emergency markers. If you ever experience any of these acute symptoms, stop all activity immediately and seek emergency medical evaluation right away. 1. The asymmetrical leg flush. If you notice a sudden, rapid increase in swelling that is strictly localized to just one single lower leg or bap chun, accompanied by intense, throbbing pain, deep redness, or skin that feels unusually hot to your touch, this is a classic clinical indicator of a deep vein thrombosis, DVT, a dangerous blood clot trapped inside your veins that requires immediate medical emergency intervention. 2. The ischemic chest vise. Any sudden sensation of heavy pressure, squeezing, tightness, or a crushing ache localized deep behind your breastbone, especially if that pain begins to radiate outward down your left arm or up into your jawline, accompanied by an unexpected cold sweat. 3. The neurological switch. The sudden onset of intense, room-spinning dizziness, a sudden numbness or loss of motor control, localized to one single side of your face or body, or sudden difficulty speaking. These are the definitive warning signs of an acute stroke. As a final critical physician's warning on active lifestyle adjustments and nutrition, Because vegetables like mustard greens are exceptionally rich in bioavailable vitamin K, you must exercise high precision if you are currently prescribed traditional blood-thinning medications such as warfarin or Coumadin. Do not make sudden, drastic spikes or drops in your daily consumption of greens, as it can alter your clotting times. Maintain absolute consistency and always consult your primary care physician to tailor your monitoring to your healthy, nutrient-dense lifestyle. Living your retirement with true dignity, supreme physical freedom, and absolute peace of mind means taking total command of your daily biological choices. By making smart, informed choices about your daily nutrition, protecting your vascular endothelium, and keeping your internal pumps active, you are securing the freedom and longevity you rightfully deserve. Please take a brief moment right now to comment below with your current age and share which room in your home you are going to audit for loose throw rugs or safety lighting first today. Click that like button, share this vital guide with a contemporary who is struggling with blood sugar spikes or metabolic confusion, and subscribe to Dr. Robert to safeguard your longevity journey. Thank you so much for watching. Keep your foundation strong daily, and I will see you in our next video.